Have you noticed that the two most discussed people in America right now are President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump? And it's not much of a surprise. The elections are coming, and the heat between this sweet couple is rising. So I thought, why can't I add more fuel to the fire? Without further ado, let's start with Biden, because the older ones must be respected. On June 27th, at the presidential debate, the entire America was holding its breath, and what did we get? A conversation between two old bastards about who was better at golf. Golf, Carl. Yes, the 81 and 78-year-old passionately defended their golf swings amid questions about immigration, abortion, inflation, and the future of the United States. Okay, maybe I am just being a jerk, because they did discuss some interesting topics, such as... Okay, you get the point. They do love golf. Just imagine, a conversation goes like this. Trump: I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. To which Biden responded, do you think you could do it? And then, just after mocking each other about golf, Trump said that he supports exceptions for abortion bans in cases of rape, incest, and to save the life of the pregnant patient. He said he understands some anti-abortion activists don't believe in that saying, follow your heart, but you have to get elected also. He also claims some Democrat-led states also allowed for abortions up to 9 months of gestation or even after birth. There are no states that allow for killing a child after birth. After that, our beloved Biden said that Roe v. Wade does not provide for that. That's not the circumstance. Only if a woman's life is in danger, she's going to die. That's the only circumstance where that can happen. But we are not for late-term abortion. Period, period, period. And I just can't not include the words of comedian Jon Stewart when he tore into Donald Trump and Joe Biden after the first presidential debate of the 2024 election. We just watched what you watched, he said in disbelief at the start of the show. Stewart went on to show a range of cringeworthy clips from the CNN debate before focusing on the current president. He took aim at Biden's gormless expressions while Trump was talking and joked, a lot of people have resting 25th Amendment face. Honestly, as a non-American, I didn't get this joke either, but let me explain. The joke was a reference to the constitutional amendment regarding the process of replacing a president due to death or resignation. So, yeah, in a nutshell, the president is as good as dead. What a bloody mess, eh? Everyone's lying, trying to earn as many votes as they can. Like my father always said, you can be whoever you want to be in the future, but please, don't go into politics. But I think we shouldn't keep talking about this too long, unless you want to go crazy soon. After all, we're diving into the world of political bloopers, where even the most powerful men in the world aren't immune to a good old-fashioned gaffe. Alrighty, first up, we have Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, known for his folksy charm and occasional verbal slip-ups. I mean, when he said, we chose truth over facts, it was kinda good, a strong quote until you start thinking about its meaning. Oh, the eternal battle between truth and facts. Joe, it's like choosing between pizza and more pizza. For holy duck's sake, it's all the same. Now, let's switch gears to Donald Trump, the former president and self-proclaimed master of the best words. After all, it's more interesting when we mix a mockery of these two. Without a doubt, good men who just went into a bad business. Politics. So, Trump. Do you remember that covfefe moment? It's the word that launched 1,000 memes, and it's generally adorable. Don't know about y'all folks, but I'm still waiting for the dictionary definition of that one. Oh, and of course, the second funniest blooper, for me personally, is the quote, I know words. I have the best words. Like, what? I know words too, man, but of course, Donald, you do have the best words. The best, most fantastic, tremendous words. The kidney has a very special place in the heart. Trump made this statement during a speech about kidney health in July 2019, and since then, I really want to see an anatomy book written by Trump. The beautiful world where kidneys and hearts are best friends. I wonder what else is in Trump's heart. You know what? I think I found the best way to finish those elections from now on. Just give them both a PDF and the first one that can rotate it gets to be president. Simple as that. And have you noticed just how Donald Trump and Joe Biden are just taking turns napping while the other one talks? Maybe that's the whole point of this whole thing? Like, they don't get enough sleep at home and before the elections they're like, want to take a nap while I talk? Yep, sure. What about you? Same. Deal then. Don't think that they are just funny talkers. These two have a knack for physical comedy as well. By the way, if you want to know more about physical comedy and other types of humor, I suggest you watch my video on the same topic after finishing this one. But if you think that it's me who's making fun of these fellas, nope, they're making fun of themselves just fine. Like a comic honing his routine. The Democratic president has been testing and expanding his jokes over the past few weeks. It started with jabs about his Republican opponent's financial problems, and now Biden regularly pokes fun at Trump's coiffed hair, his pampered upbringing, and his attempt to make a few extra bucks by selling a special edition of the Bible. Here's a quote from President Biden's remarks at a campaign event on April 23rd this year. He described the Dobbs decision as a miracle. Maybe it's coming from that Bible he's trying to sell. Ha 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 ha. Whoa, I almost want to buy one just to see what the hell is in it. Ha 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 ha. A little bit of historical briefing. There was a time, not so long ago, when Donald Trump did not seem to be very familiar with the Bible. When he first ran for the nomination of the very Christian Republican Party, Trump was unable to name a single Bible verse. Early in his 2016 presidential campaign, he referred to the Eucharist as a little cracker. In a subsequent church visit, as he attempted to prove his religious credentials, he put cash in a plate meant to hold the communion. How times have changed. Quote from Trump when he declared in March in a video posted on Truth Social, "All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book, and I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again." In the video, Trump, who has a long history of endorsing and selling things, is clutching the God Bless the USA Bible, a patriotic take on the holy text that Trump is now hawking for $59.99. I want to have a lot of people to have it. You have to have it for your heart and for your soul. Well, who the heck am I to defy a one-term, twice-impeached former president who is currently on trial over hush money payments to a porn star? I bought it. God forgive me. Funny thing, buying something from Donald Trump is fraught with danger. Trump is known for not following through on business agreements. In the run-up to the 2016 election, literally hundreds of people, including lawyers, carpenters, and painters, came forward to accuse Trump of not paying them for their work. Happily, the Bible, which cost $83.37 after tax and shipping, eventually arrived. I eagerly tore open the packaging, held the bag upside down, and out plopped what is essentially a Christian nationalist's fantasy. A Bible that is all American flags and bald eagles, with founding documents and lyrics to a patriotic anthem slotted in alongside the holy text. Important warning, I am not a religious man. I'm an agnostic theist actually, but I have both atheistic friends and Christian friends and friends with faith in other things, and it is totally fine. We all choose for ourselves what we put our faith in. After all, no one can know for sure what awaits us on the other side. But this piece of crap Trump sent me is bloody gibberish. I can very colorfully explain why this book is a blasphemous, sticky nightmare, but I'll just show you one of the FAQs on the ordering page. One of the more intriguing questions on the FAQ section of the Trump Bible website asks, "What if my Bible has sticky pages?" My Bible did indeed have sticky pages, but no bother. The FAQ guidance explains that sticky pages are a common problem with new Bibles and directs the reader to a YouTube video that does a wonderful job explaining on how to break your new Bible in. That video is 6 minutes long. It shows a man unboxing what is objectively a better looking Bible than the God Bless USA version, then flipping through the entire book, page by page. Separating the page is a somewhat tedious process, the man says. Listen folks, you don't have to pay $59.99 for that kind of content. Search Free Bible online, and there are hundreds of places that are literally giving it away. So please, for all the holy stuff left in this realm, don't buy this Bible. Buy a normal one if you want to, but not this one. In fact, the former president's relationship with the religious right has now deepened to the extent that Trump is comfortable with comparing himself to the Messiah. But okay, enough with that blasphemy nonsense. Let's return to our all-righteous President Joe. Joe Biden's slow start, as Kamala Harris described it, during the presidential debate on Thursday night in Atlanta, Georgia, his fumbled answers and vacant expression have sparked a deluge of jokes and memes on social media. Both conservatives and liberals admit that the president's performance likely hurt his campaign, and it did hurt well. Of course, most of the memes online, especially those created by MAGA supporters and conservative accounts, focus on Biden's age. In one post, Libercat Media, which claims to oppose the liberal media industry complex, calls for voting to endorse Biden for retirement. Biden's age has long been a target of the Republicans' attacks against him and one of the factors troubling voters the most, including Democrats. A New York Times Siena College poll in March showed that 73% of all registered voters strongly agreed, or somewhat agreed, that Biden was too old to be an effective president. The funniest fact in all that messy story is that voters are slightly less concerned about the embattled Republican candidate, despite the fact that they are close in age. Biden is 81, while Trump is 78. Alrighty lads, I think we can call it a day for now. In the end, whether you're a fan of Joe or Donald, you have to admit, politics has never been more entertaining. These gaffes and bloopers remind us that even presidents are human, prone to mistakes, slips, and the occasional laughable moment. Thanks for watching. That's all folks.